Rohan Bafisa Sway. Today's Today's date is 27 October 2022. Today's Viva subject is uh, OOPS concept in Java. As the name suggests, OOPS there is object-oriented programming language, or OOPS refers to language that use objects in programming. They use objects as a primary source to implement what is happening in the code. Uh, Objects are seen by viewer or user performing a task assigned by you. Object-oriented programming aims to implement real-world entities like inheritance, hiding, uh, polymorphism in programming. Uh, the main aim of OOP is uh, to bind together the data and the functions that operate on them, so that no other part of code can access data except that function. Uh, First, access modifier defines the access type of the method, that is from where it can be accessed in your application. In Java, there are four types of modifier specifiers. First one, public, accessible in all classes in your application. Second one, protected, accessible within the package, package in the which is it defined in subclasses. Uh, Third one is private. Private is accessible only within a class in which it is defined. Fourth one is default. Uh, it is declared, defined, or without using any modifier. It is accessible within the same class and package within which is class is defined. Uh, Fifth one is return type. The data type of the value returned by the method or word, it is does not return a value. Sixth one is method name. The rules of for field names apply to a method names as well, but the convention is a little different. It is a parameter list, comma separated list of the input and parameters that are defined preceded by their data type within the enclosed parentheses. If there are no parameters, you must use empty parameters. Parentheses, uh, message passing. Objects are communicated with one on another by sending the receiving information to each other. The uh, message for an object is request for execution of procedure. Therefore will invoke a function in the receiving object that generates the desired output. The results. Message passing involves specifying the name of the object, the name of the function, and information to be set. Now we convert basic prerequisites. We will move on the OOPS concept. First, class. Second, object. Third one is method and method passing. Fourth is pillars of Java OOPS concept: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. In polymorphism, there are two types: compiled and polymorphism, and second one is polymorphism. First one, class. Class is user defined blueprint of prototype from which objects are created. It represents the set of properties or method that are common to all objects one type. Using classes, you can create multiple objects with the same behavior instead of reading their code multiple times. Uh, this includes classes for objects occurring more than once. Your code is generally class declaration include these components in order. First one, modifiers. It class can be public or have default access. Second one is class name. The class name should be begin with the initial letter of capitalized in convention. Third one is superclass. The name of class is parent. If any preceded by the keyword extends. A class can only extend superclass on one parent. Fourth one is interfaces. A comma separated a list of interfaces implemented by the class. If any preceded by the keyword implements, the class implement more than one interface. Fifth one, body. A class is surrounded by the square braces, curly braces. Second one is object. An object is a basic unit of object-oriented programming language. It is represents real life entities. A typical Java program creates many objects, which you know the invoking methods. The objects are that perform your code. There are part of your code is visible to viewer or user, and objects mainly consist of a state. Second one is behavior. Third one is identity. Fourth one is method. Pillar one is object abstraction. Data abstraction is property is virtue which only the initial details are displayed to the user. The driver or non-initial units are not displayed to user. Data abstraction may also define process or identifying only required characteristics of an object, ignoring irrelevant details. The properties of behaviors of an object differentiate it from other objects similar type of also help in classifying, grouping the object. Second one is inheritance. Encapsulation. It is defined as the wrapping of the data under a single unit. It is a mechanism that binds together the code and data. It manipulates another way to think that encapsulation is it is a protective shield of that prevents data from being accessed by outside of shield. Third one is inheritance. Inheritance it is an important pillar of OOP. It is a mechanism in Java by which one class is allowed to inherit the features of another class. There is a important terminologies: superclass, subclass, reusability. Fourth one is polymorphism. It refers to ability of object-oriented programming languages to differentiate between entities within a same name efficiently done help with the signature declaration and these entities. Thank you.